Okay, now I'm recording this session. Now we're going to be working today. This is the second week of the basic 2. So that's why our class today it's B2, basic 2, W2.1, because in this week we have 2 classes. This is the first class. It's going to be the basic 2, W2.1. Ready? So that's our first class of the week. ¿Listo? So let's start this week with a very simple question, right? We're going to start with a question, a very simple question over here. Here we have 2 pictures, right? We have the picture, oh, well, 2 pictures of 2 different bedrooms, right? The question is pretty simple. Which one is more like your room? Which one is more like your room? The picture A or the picture B? Which one is more like your room? Yes, Ana?
A. The picture A.
A, listo. And Paula?
A.
Also A, okay. And the other Paula? My other Paula.
A, teacher.
A, okay, very good, listo, that's great. Anybody who is more like the room 2, like the room B? Anybody? No, nobody? O sea, everybody is like more or less organized. Well, this one is not completely organized, but this one is completely mess, no? It's a disaster. It's super disorganized, right? Disorganized. Or a synonym of disorganized, which is messy. What's the meaning of messy? No the soccer player, obviamente, sí, messy.
Desastre.
Como desordenado.
Desordenado.
Mess, exactly. Mess es un desastre o un desorden. Y el adjetivo messy sería desorganizado o desordenado, right? So in that case, of course, we can see that this room is super messy, right? This room, well, it's more or less organized, no? It's a little bit more organized. I know that there are some shoes and a cat and some objects, but it's not so disorganized as the other one, no? In this room, for example, we have a window, we have light, we have a space, no? So we have different things, right? It is like comfortable. It is like what warm? What is the meaning of warm? Warm? What is the meaning of that?
Cálido.
Cálido, ¿cierto?
Tibio.
Good. Yeah, exactly. Como tibio, cálido. So it looks like warm. This one, well, this one looks like, oh my God, like, how do you say that? Crowded, no? When I say crowded, yeah, like it's not spacious. This one looks spacious, right? So in this case, well, spacious, what is the meaning of spacious?
Espacioso.
Espacioso, very good. So we have some characteristics of every single room, right? But for example, what is the difference between spacious and space? Do you know that? What is the meaning of between spacious and space? ¿Es lo mismo? Is the same? Is there a difference?
No, es espacio.
Space is espacio and spacious?
Espacioso.
Ok, ¿y cuál es la diferencia entre espacioso y espacio?
Es que espacio puede ser pequeño, espacioso es que es grande.
Do you think so? Okay, puede ser por ahí, okay. Anybody else? ¿Alguna otra opción? Like, what is the difference between spacious and space?
Space es el espacio exterior.
Ah, ok, el espacio exterior, ok. También, sí, de hecho sí, también tiene razón, Juliana, muy bien. Anything else?
No, cuando hablas de espacio, básicamente es como hablar de, no como de tamaño, sino espacio, hablar es como de lugar, como de posición, como algo así, es espacio. Cuando hablamos de espacioso, ya si estamos dentro del espacio o del lugar, ahí sí hablamos, no, el lugar es espacioso. O
Bueno,
sea,
very
pues,
good. Por ahí va,
así lo
very
entiendo
good.
yo, pues.
I'm going to have another one. For example, in this room, there is no curtain, no hay cortina, so there is a lot of light. Light, what is the meaning of light?
Luz.
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 Good. This room has a lot of light, so the room is bright. But this room has curtains and it doesn't have so much light, so it is dark. What is the meaning of dark
Oscuro.
and bright?
Iluminado,
Exactly, the
brillante.
opposite.
Brillante.
Ajá. Como brillante, iluminado, ¿cierto? Luminoso. And dark, it's the opposite. Bueno, so in that case, we're going to have the same difference between spacious and space. Here we have light and we have bright. Hmm? And it's the same difference when I say noise
Ruido.
and noisy. What is the difference there? ¿Cuál será la diferencia ahí? My God.
Bueno, y si no sé.
Anybody? ¿Alguna idea? The difference between noisy and noise?
Es noisy,
Ruido,
ruido.
ruido,
Once again, sorry, one more time.
uno es ruido y el otro es ruidoso.
Ok, ¿cuál es la diferencia
Ok,
entre ruido
sí.
y ruidoso?
Ruido es como el sustantivo y ruidoso es el adjetivo, adverbio. No sé.
My God, very good, Paula, finally, very good. Entonces, the difference here between spacious and space, light and bright, messy and mess, noise and noisy, is that it represents the same, but in different forms. One of the forms is the adjective, and the other way, the other word, is going to be the noun, o sea, el sustantivo. Ahora, what is the difference between an adjective and a noun? Okay, remember, the adjective is the characteristic, o sea, the quality, right? So, spacious, it's the characteristic. That one, of course, is the adjective, right? While here, when we have a space, it's simply the noun. Es el concepto únicamente. So, in that case, what I'm talking about when I say a noun is space. Algo que hay, espacio, o no hay, fin, ¿cierto? Si hay mucho o hay poquito, ya será espacioso o cramped. Cramped, which is, cramped, which is like amontonado, no? A little bit, cramped. So in that case, can be spacious or can be cramped, but the concept is a space, no? Very good. The same light, yes? Light is the noun, es el sustantivo noun, algo que hay o no hay, fin. But bright and dark are the adjectives because they have the characteristic depending if there is light or not, ¿cierto? Let's, for example, here it's the same. Noise, it's the noun, ruido, si hay o no hay ruido, the concept, right? And noisy is the characteristic, right? One more, we have silence and silent. ¿Quién me dice cuál es cuál? Rápido, come on. Which one is which one?
Silent es silencioso, no. Y silent es silencio.
Ok, o sea,
Pues,
¿qué? Which one is the noun?
el noun es el silence, es el noun, no, el
And,
concepto, pues,
yes.
y silent es el adjetivo.
Very good, Alvarito. That's right. So silent, that is the characteristic, it's the adjective. And silence, that is the concept, what is there or not there, lo que hay o no hay. So in that case, we're going to have as a noun, right? All of both forms, or both words, I can use them to describe the room, right? I can say, for example, that in this room, in the first one, there is space. O sea, hay espacio, ¿cierto? There is space, usando el sustantivo. O I can say it is spacious. Yes? Misma idea, diferente forma de la palabra. There it is spacious, it means es espacioso, usando el adjetivo, right? So we're going to have the possibility to describe like people and places and everything using always the two different forms of the words. Sometimes the adjective, sometimes the noun. Ready? Depending on what I want. So let's see first. Let's see over here first. A ver, here. We have two columns. We have two columns here. My dear Juliana, tell me to read the first column. The first. Read the elements in the first column.
Okay. Dangerous, noisy, bright, dark, silent, convenient, spacious, comfortable, expensive, polluted, I don't know,
Polluted.
polluted, luxurious.
Very good. That's it. Well, so dangerous, noisy, bright, dark, silent, convenient. Esto se lee como una I, convenient, right? convenient, spacious, comfortable. Recuerda que esta O no se va a leer. Entonces, comfortable. Ready? No comfortable, but comfortable. Expensive, polluted, and luxurious. Muy bien, that's it. ¿Listo? And help me, Paula Velilla, help me to read the second column, please. Read.
Danger, noise, light, darkness, silence, convenience, space, comfort, expensive, pollution, luxury.
Pollution and luxury. Muy bien. So, danger, noise, light, darkness, silence, convenience. Recuerden que suena como E, right? So, convenience, space, comfort, expenses, pollution, and luxury. Sencillito. ¿Listo? My dear Edwin, brother, which column is the column of the adjectives? The white column or the yellow column? Which one is the column of the adjectives?
White color.
Bien, Paula, muy bien, very good. So the white one, this one, it's going to be the column of the adjectives, right? O sea, de characteristics. And then, of course, the yellow column, it's going to be the column of the nouns, o sea, the concepts, the things, the name of the things, ready? So, of course, look, the words are very similar, but you have to be careful to differentiate if it's an adjective or if it's a noun. Tip. The adjectives, the characteristics are things that we are or that the places are. So that's why the adjectives are going to be worked usually with the verb to be, right? So in Spanish, it's the same, yes? If we say, for example, like costo o costoso, right? Costoso. Which one is the adjective? ¿Costo o costoso?
Costoso.
Costoso, right? It's the same, good. When I say that something like, ¿tiene costoso o es costoso? What do you think?
Es.
Es. So the adjectives are going to work usually with the verb to be because it's something that we are or that the object is, right? So the object is expensive, right? When I say costo, I said, ¿es costo o tiene un costo muy alto? ¿Es un costo muy alto o tiene un costo muy alto? What do you think?
Tiene un costo.
Tiene un costo, ¿cierto? That, in that case, expenses, which is costos, sorry, the noun is going to use usually the verb have or has, which is tener, or is also the possibility to have there is or there are. Pilas que there is y there are no es lo mismo que it is and they are, ¿no? Son diferentes. There is and there are significan simplemente haber, ¿cierto? O sea, como hay mucho de esto, hay poquito de esto, pero con el now, right? Entonces, depending. In this case, for example, no sé, the object has a high expense. Yes, so tiene un costo muy alto. That's it. Ready? So in that case, guys, we have to recognize if the word is a noun or if it's an adjective by trying to think if it's better accommodated with verb to be or if it's better accommodated with verb to have or the other option that it's there is and there are. ¿Listo? ¿Cómo van hasta ahí con la diferencia entre unos y otros? Good? Clear?
Good.
Good.
Good, very good, teacher.
Listo, very good, excellent. So in this case, when we have adjectives and nouns, we're going to have two different things to do. One thing that I can do, it's a simple description. Right? It's a simple description, right? So a simple description is giving my opinion about one place. Yes? For example, here I have this place. Yes. Let's forget about the second one. Olvidémonos del segundo. Yeah. Let me erase this part. We have this place. Únicamente este lugar. That's it, right? So in that case, I want to describe this thing. Quiero describirlo. Yes. But I have to use some adjectives, no? For example, let's see. Is it dark or bright? Which one?
Right.
Bright. right? It has a lot of light, so it is bright. Is it small or is it spacious?
Spacious.
Small.
Well, depende del room that you have, ¿no? Depende del cuarto que usted tenga. Pero igual, de todas maneras, siempre la opinión es subjetiva. Es decir, para mí puede que sea espacioso, para otra persona puede ser small. ¿Yes? Muy bien, very good. Do you think it's noisy or silent?
Silent, I think.
It looks like cheap. Se ve, no sé. It looks
Yeah.
like silent, right? But maybe, yes. Do you think it's comfortable or uncomfortable?
Comfortable.
Comfortable. Very good. Yes. So last one. Do you think it's safe or dangerous?
Safe.
Safe.
It looks like safe, right? Yes. So in that case, we're going to have two possibilities when we are including adjectives, right? So we said, okay, we have two possibilities. Is this or is that? Usually, one of the adjective is good and the other one is bad. For example, having a dark room pues, is something bad. Having a bright room is something good. Having a comfortable room is something good. Having an uncomfortable room is something bad. Having a noisy room is something bad. Having a silent room is something good. The same here. Well, it's subjective, but yes. So having a safe place is good. Having a dangerous place is bad. So usually we can have good or bad characteristics, right? Things that I like or things that I don't like. Yes. Maybe another person says like, uy, no, profesor, tiene mucha luz. No me gusta como los vampiros en la oscuridad. So, no, eso está, para mí es malo que sea tan luminoso. Me gustaría que fuera más oscuro, right? So the opinions are subjective. It depends on the person, right? Entonces, now we are going to have the first part, which is the evaluation or the description, right? Taking into account if it's something good, something that I like, or it's something bad, something that I don't like, right? Depending on that, if it's something good or something bad, we are going to take into account two expressions. The first one, which is enough. ¿Alguien recuerda que era enough?
Suficiente.
Suficiente, muy bien. So enough, that's one. Or the other one, which is two. What is the meaning of two? Two. What is the meaning of
Tener,
Demasiado.
tener, de
Como
mantener.
más, sí.
demasiado? Muy bien. O
Demasiado.
sea, demasiado, que algo es malo. O sea, es tanto que es demasiado y no me gusta. Right? Por ejemplo, la persona que le gusta en la oscuridad, uy, no, teacher, it is too bright. O sea, es demasiado, ¿qué?
Demasiada luz.
Exactly, es
O
demasiado
demasiado claro,
luminoso,
demasiado
demasiado brillante. Entonces, it is too bright, I don't like it. ¿Cierto? O sea, pero otra persona, no sé, tiene guayabo, entonces no quiere ver, it is too bright, right? Other person with the same situation can say, teacher, it is bright enough. What is the, o sea, bright enough? What's the meaning of that?
Suficiente.
Suficientemente claro, o sea, me gusta, me siento bien, creo que la luz que tiene está bien, es suficiente, right? So it's expressing a quantity, but something good, something that I like, right? Take into account that when we have an adjective, like for example, in this case, bright, ¿cierto? That it's an adjective. If it's something bad, something that I don't like, to, it's before. El to iría antes del adjetivo, too bright. But if it's something good, something that I like enough, iría al final, después del adjective. Bright enough. Ready? So, first, take into account if it's something good or something bad, para saber si uso to or enough. And second, take into account if it's an adjective or if it's a noun. Con el adjetivo es muy sencillo. Si es to, va antes. Si es enough, iría después. Right? For example, bueno, okay. Is it too uncomfortable or comfortable enough? What do you think? The room. Is too uncomfortable or comfortable enough?
Comfortable enough.
Comfortable enough, okay? So you said, she said, esto no, is comfortable enough. Es suficientemente cómoda. Good, very good, right? Here, with these two, is it too dangerous or is safe enough?
It's safe enough.
Safe enough.
Safe enough, that's it, very good. But bueno, for example here, supongamos que si es que es pequeñita, ¿no? Tampoco es que sea, pues, que espacio. Entonces, is it o what do you think?
Is this spacious enough?
Bueno,
For me.
Sí, exactly. So he says,
Yeah.
is spacious enough? Yes. But creo que fue para Paula. Paula dijo como, no, teacher, it is
Too
It
small.
is too small.
too small. Very
Small,
good.
yeah.
Something that I don't like. Something that it's bad. Ready? Because cuando uso too, it's going to be like, nah, something that I don't like. ¿Listo? Ready? Questions hasta ahí, difficulties? Look, the structure is very easy. Como es con adjective, of course, we're going to use the verb to be. So the room is too bright. The room is spacious enough. The room is, no sé, comfortable enough. Con enough al final, después del adjetivo. ¿Listo? ¿Qué dicen? Questions, difficulties hasta ahí, problems.
Very good.
Very good. Listo. Karen, Paulas, Juliana, Luz, Vivi, Viviana, Pedro, Lizeth. Bien, no problem. Edwin.
Good teacher.
Good teacher.
Listo, muy bien, very good. Si tiene preguntas, just tell me, ¿ok? Bueno, that was in terms of adjectives, o sea, characteristics. But I can also use the noun, ¿no? O sea, say the same, but instead of saying bright, that is the characteristic, the adjective, I can use, for example, light. That is the noun, ¿cierto? Es la forma del sustantivo, right? So in that case, for example, I can say, if I say that it is too bright, que es muy brillante, es porque tiene demasiada, ¿qué? Luz, of course, ¿cierto? Entonces, in that case, I am going to use light. Ready? Bien, excelente. Igual, funciona igual. Si uso enough, something good. Si uso too, something bad. But in that case, the structure is different. Look, in that case, I have the verb, the subject, the room, the house, the whatever,
Depende.
and the verb have or has, ¿cierto? Porque ya es un sustantivo, no es un adjetivo. Por lo tanto, el verbo va a cambiar. Ready? So I can say, my room has, y en este caso, enough and to van a ir antes del sustantivo. Ambos van a ir antes del sustantivo. Pero, depending on the noun, if it's countable or not countable, I am going to use too many or too much. Many for countable, much for not countable, right? Entonces, if I say, for example, it is too bright, hay demasiada, que es demasiado brillante, es porque it has too, ¿será much o many? Cuando digo light. Much or many?
Much.
Too much.
Very
Too
good.
much.
So it has too much light. Ready? O simplemente cambiando el it has, puedo usar there is, que es la otra opción, ¿cierto? En vez de decir tiene, puedo decir hay demasiada. There is too much light. And it's exactly the same. ¿Vale? Entonces, when it's something good, again, enough. Cuando es something bad, pues too many o too much. Pronto ahí dicen que no, profe, pero a mí me gusta así de luminoso, entonces quiero decir que tiene suficiente luz. ¿Cómo lo harían? Para decir, no, tiene suficiente luz. How would you do that?
No. There is enough light. O sea, como diciendo, no, tiene suficiente luz para mí, pues.
Muy bien, very good. Entonces, there is enough light. Enough, cuando es
Pero
sustantivo, también va a ir
ahí
antes.
en ese caso se puede colocar el no, antes no,
Sí,
coma,
sí,
sí
claro, of course,
quiero.
sí, digamos que eso es una
Ok.
interjección para, digamos, cuestiones pragmáticas, como decir, no,
Ajá.
pero pues sí, pues, no lo conozco, pero sí, obviamente que lo puedes colocar ahí. ¿Listo? No
Ok,
problem.
ok.
Ready?
Yeah.
Muy bien, there is enough light. ¿Vale? Perfecto, súper bien. There is enough light, right? Bueno, for example, here, I can say it with the space and again, ¿no? For example, me dijeron que era silent enough, o sea que hay suficiente ¿qué?
Silencio.
Silencio.
Silencio. ¿Cómo lo dirían?
There is uh, enough silence.
Very
Eh,
good. There is
Yes.
enough silence. Careful. Cuando uso there is, ahí sí va a ser silence, que es el sustantivo. Silent, no, porque ese es el adjetivo, ¿cierto? Entonces podría decir, it is silent enough o there is enough silence, right? Muy bien, very good. Over here, we have comfort, comfort. So you said, how do you say like, no, hay suficiente comodidad. How would you say that? Ahí hay suficiente comodidad.
there is enough comfortable.
There is enough, pero comfortable es cómodo, ese es el adjetivo. Entonces, ¿cuál es el sustantivo de cómodo? Ya se me olvidó todo, my God. There is enough
Comfort.
comfort. Muy bien, Karen. Very good. There is enough comfort. Right? Si cambio de forma, en vez de decir it is a decir there is enough, entonces obviamente también voy a tener que cambiar de adjetivo a sustantivo. ¿Vale? Entonces tienen que tener cuidado si es adjetivo o sustantivo para usar el correcto. ¿Listo? Questions hasta ahí, difficulties, problems.
Ahí la pregunta es la siguiente. Si yo coloco arriba, it is enough comfortable. Ahí sí es comfortable, ¿cierto?
Comfortable. No comfortable,
Comfortable.
sino comfortable.
Ok,
Exacto.
ya.
Sí. Listo. Pero como es
Ok.
adjetivo, el enough iría al final. Entonces, it is
Ujú.
comfortable
Comfortable
enough.
enough. Ok.
Exactamente. Very good. Comfortable enough.
Enough.
Pero con el
Ok.
sustantivo sí iría antes. Entonces, there is enough comfort.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
Ready? Listo. Muy bien. Very good. Guys, over here, if it's negative, if the sentence is negative, I can say, for example, no es muy brillante, o sea, no es. The verb to be is going to be negative. So I'm saying, for example, it is not too bright. No es demasiado brillante, ¿cierto? O quiere decir que no es suficientemente brillante. Entonces, it is not bright enough. Sin problema. No hay, nada, no hay problema, ¿cierto? Igualmente acá, there is not enough light. Sencillo. Pero, ¿qué pasa si yo quiero decir que no tiene mucha luz? Obviamente esto va a cambiar y debo incluir el auxiliar. Entonces, instead of saying it has not too much light, I'm going to say it doesn't have. It doesn't have too much light. Ready? So, también se pueden de forma negativa. Tiene o no tiene, es o no es, y pues depende de lo que ustedes quieran decir. ¿Listo? More or less. Casi, casi. Yes.
¿Qué dijo?
Tengo una pregunta.
Dime,
Ay, qué
Pablo.
pena.
No. No, era ahí el das. Usted me dijo que era en forma que negativa, ¿cierto?
Negativa,
El
of
das y
course. Ajá.
Ok, teacher.
Teacher, yo tengo una pregunta.
Yes.
¿Cuándo puedo poner haven't como negativo? Es decir, no tengo y pongo el doesn't con el auxiliar.
When I say I haven't or she hasn't todo completo, ¿no? O sea, hasn't, like this, right? Standardly, como en inglés estándar, esto hace parte del auxiliar para el present perfect. Entonces, cuando recuerda que en este caso no funciona como tener, sino como haber. Entonces, I haven't traveled, por ejemplo. Ahí no está funcionando como yo no tengo, sino como yo no he. Y I haven't traveled. Yes? She hasn't traveled, lo mismo. Ella no ha viajado. Ready? Different if I say I have no, sin la T, sino I have no, no sé, time, por ejemplo. Esa sí es una forma, digamos, informal de decir no tengo. I have no time. ¿Ready? Sería lo mismo que decir I don't have time. Pero pilas, no con la T, I have not, sino I have no. No. Esa es una forma informal de decir I don't have. Ready? ¿Listo? So, for example, instead of saying she doesn't have, I could say she has no skills. por example, ¿no? Que no tiene talento, entonces she has no skill, right? Que es lo mismo que decir she doesn't have skill.
Ok, o sea, para decir siempre que yo no tengo algo, o sea, sí, tengo que poner el auxiliar o informalmente poner el no delante.
Pero sin la T, o sea, I have no, ta, ta, ta. ¿Ready? Pero sería más informal, pero para decir no tengo, siempre iría con auxiliar, don't have o doesn't have. ¿Ready? ¿Listo? Porque en este caso no es el verbo tener, sino es el auxiliar haber del present perfect. ¿Listo? Bueno, muy bien. Very good. So, in that case, you can say it like, I mean, we have already different characteristics, right? So, podemos decir que no tiene, que tiene suficiente o que tiene demasiado, something good or something bad. Y lo mismo, que es muy esto o que es suficientemente lo otro, right? Entonces, guys, think in your room. Piensen en su cuarto. Think in your room. Yes? O su casa, como quieran. That's it. Ready? Think on your room or in your house, on your apartment, and please describe. Think in an example. For example, well, this is my studio. Yes, my studio. This is my studio. In my studio, there is enough light. Maybe for some people it's too bright. Para algunas personas puede que sea muy luminoso. Maybe it's too bright. But for me, there is enough light because I need it for working, for the camera. So there is enough light. I have 2 desks. Tengo 2 escritorios, but there is, it is spacious enough. Entonces, me cabe, no problem. It is spacious enough. O there is enough space. Sin problema, no problem, right? Maybe I would say that this room or the studio, it is too cold. Casi frío, pero so it is too cold, right? And it is too, no, well, yes, it is too noisy, but it's because there is too much light, too much noise. There is too much noise from street. You know, de la calle. O sea, no es como tal el cuarto, sino that it comes from the street. So there is too much noise from the street, right? My characteristics or my description about my room, my studio room. Yes, that's it. Think on yourself. Think and tell me one example about your house or about your room. Yes, piénsenlo, que tiene demasiado, que tiene suficiente, que les gusta, que no les gusta, es muy qué o es suficientemente qué. What do you think? Tell me. Think for a second. Edwin.
My room is too hot.
Okay. Do you live in Bogotá? No.
Yo vivo en Córdoba. Montería, no.
Okay. Your city complete, all the city complete is too hot. Okay, muy bien, very good. Yes, excellent. So, ¿qué más? It is too hot. Álvaro.
Bueno, also, no, bueno, my studio, there is enough light.
Yeah.
It is too small.
Okay,
Too
good.
small. Because, o sea, espacios enough. Sí, o sea.
Because it is not spacious enough. Porque si es too small, it is not spacious enough, right?
No, pero, o sea, lo que yo quería decir era, pero tiene espacio como para, no es pequeño que sea muy reducido, o sea, lo que quise como interpretar así, no sé si.
Okay, like, bueno, so it is too small, but it has some space, no? It has space enough,
Okay, ya.
right? Or enough space. Bueno, muy bien. Very good, excellent. Anybody else?
Y,
Dime.
oh, it is silent enough.
Good, very good.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
important.
Oh,
Muy
very
bien,
good.
that's great, excellent. Anybody else describing your room, your house? ¿No? Should I call you? Bueno, entonces empecemos aquí como en lista. Good. Let's say Juliana, go ahead.
My apartment is there is comfortable.
Comfortable es un adjetivo. Así que, ¿qué dices? ¿There is o it is?
There
It
is.
is. Pero si
It
there is
is.
sería comfort, ¿cierto?
It is
It
comfortable.
is, ajá. Comfortable, ¿qué?
Enough.
Que es algo bueno, ¿cierto? Entonces,
Yeah.
it is comfortable.
Um,
enough.
there are 3 rooms.
Are they enough? ¿Son suficientes?
Yeah. There are
Entonces, bien. There are enough rooms.
rooms.
Muy bien, excellent.
It, there is it is light enough.
It is, pero cuando uso it is es para el adjetivo. Entonces, it is bright enough.
Bright enough.
¿Cierto? Bright enough. O podrías decir, it has enough light, ¿no? Que es la otra, si no te quieres confundir con there is. It has enough light. Right? Listo, Juliana. Muy bien. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Paula, go ahead. You always have an example. Go ahead.
Teacher me.
Yes, dale, go.
Okay, in my room, it is too hot in the afternoon,
Mhm.
always. um, and it has enough silence.
Mhm. That's it. It has enough. Pregunta, ¿silence o silent?
Silent.
O sea, like this. Yes?
Mm.
Listo. ¿De acuerdo o no de acuerdo the rest of the people? Silent es el sustantivo, perdón,
Digo,
el sustantivo, el
adjetivo.
adjetivo, perdón. Entonces, in
Yes.
that case, we require
Silence. Sí.
the noun.
Teacher
Ready?
de
So,
pronunciation.
ok,
Silent o silent.
silence. Esta final con S al
Silent.
final, silence. Y la otra,
Silent.
la característica con
Mhm.
T, silent.
Okay.
Ready?
Thank
Muy
you,
bien,
teacher.
listo, no problem, it's all right, very good. Ready? Hannah, my dear, you are too quiet. One example, one short example.
Um,
Go ahead.
mm, no estoy segura, estoy aquí tratando.
Tranquila, hazla y corregimos, no problem.
Okay. My my neighborhood, ¿cómo se dice barrio?
Sí, neighborhood, very good.
My neighborhood, uh, mm, it has,
Has, sí, en it. Ya my neighborhood significa it, así que ya no lo colocas de nuevo. My neighborhood
okay,
has.
my neighborhood has, um, mm, many parks or
or forest.
Well, green areas. We can call green areas.
Yes.
Muy bien, good. Puedes usar many para decir tiene muchas o simplemente, si es algo bueno que me gusta, puedo decir my neighborhood has enough green areas. Tiene suficientes áreas verdes. That's it. It's another possibility. ¿Listo? Ready? Questions, dudas hasta ahí, ¿cómo van? Good. ¿Sí? ¿Ya pudieron crear algún otro ejemplito? Más o menos. All fine. Guys, come on. Yes, no? Lisette, Pedro, Luz. ¿Sí? ¿No? Yes, more or less. Bueno, they are not there. Well, anyway, yes, please. Dime.
Teacher, for example, my neighbor is too noisy.
Casi. My neighborhood, porque neighbor es el vecino. Bueno, puede que también sea el vecino, ¿no? Mi vecino
Como
es
mi
muy
vecino,
ruidoso.
no. My neighbor.
¿Vecino o vecindario?
Vecino, no,
Entonces no,
sino que
entonces sí, sí,
también.
bien, very good. Entonces muy bien. My neighbor, o sea, el vecino de al lado, my neighbor is too. Pregunta, noise o noisy, please?
Noisy.
Very good. Porque es la característica. My neighborhood is too noisy. Right? The adjective. Very good. Perfect. Yes. O my neighborhood makes too much noise. Como que hace mucho ruido. Makes too much noise. También puede ser excelente. ¿Listo? Good. Luz dice, my house is big enough. Perfecto. Suficientemente grande. My house is big enough. It has enough silence. Perfecto. My house has enough silence. Tiene suficiente silencio. ¿Listo? Muy, muy bien. ¿Vale? Entonces, there is a possibility to make descriptions. Sometimes with adjectives, sometimes with nouns. Sometimes are good, yes, or sometimes are bad. Ready? So you have to analyze, bueno, ¿es algo bueno o es algo malo? Para saber si uso to o uso enough. Y saber si es adjective or noun para poder saber si uso verb to be o has o have. Ready? And of course, if it's something negative or something affirmative. It is or it is not. It has or it doesn't have. There is or there is not, ¿no? Teniendo en cuenta si es affirmative or negative. Álvaro, cuéntame.
Teacher, es que estaba pensando esto acá, lo que yo le comenté, es que yo dije, there is studio, there is studio, there is studio too small. Yeah.
Careful. So when we say there is, ahí ya va el ahí hay, ¿cierto? Porque el there significa ahí. Si yo quiero
Ajá,
especificar dónde, lo hago antes. In the
ajá,
studio,
ajá.
there is,
No,
pero si
no, sí,
es
sí.
ahí hay, ¿cierto? Pero si
No,
es,
pero yo estoy hablando de estudio, sí, o sea, lo que estaba, o sea, es como la aclaración de donde
sí,
quería
exacto.
mencionar eso.
¿Vale? Hasta ahí, perfecto, no hay problema.
Ajá,
Pero entonces acá, bueno,
ajá,
sí, básicamente que es una oración como separada, porque es como una aclaración, tú lo dijiste, ¿no? Entonces, in
ok,
the
sí,
studio, coma, y ahí se empieza otra vez, there is enough, para decir ahí hay, no sé qué. Pero si quieres decir es muy pequeño, entonces
es,
ese
es,
in the studio no necesita otra aclaración, sino in the studio, no in, que no es en el estudio, sino
ajá,
simplemente el estudio, right?
ajá,
Is
is
too small.
small,
Mira
ok,
que en ese caso ya no incluyo it, porque it es pues lo mismo,
ya
de
están
estudio.
arriba, ok, sí,
No
ya,
necesito
ya.
incluirlo de nuevo.
Pero entonces yo puedo agregar ahí, the studio is too small, but,
But,
espacios, but, exacto, espacios, enough. Puedo
sí,
hacerlo.
exacto. Very good. Sí.
Yeah, así,
Claro que se
ok.
escucha un poco raro porque dice como es muy pequeño, pero espacio, pero suficientemente espacioso. Entonces es un poquito contradictorio, pero digamos que en la estructura sí funciona, ¿vale?
Ok, no sé, es solamente como para organizarme la idea que
Sí,
estaba
exacto.
pensando aquí, estaba como, necesitaba salir esa
No
duda.
problem.
Ok,
¿Listo?
teacher, thank you.
Excelente. Bueno, very good. Entonces, here we only have one subject. We only have one subject. O one room, or one house or one neighborhood, but just one, right? But at the same time, I can also make comparisons, right? It's a possibility that I make comparisons using two. So for example, I am comparing my apartment. Yeah, I'm comparing my apartment with the apartment of, let's say, Lisette. Yeah, that's the apartment of Lisette, and this is my apartment, right? For example, my apartment is 52 square meters, right? And the apartment of Lisette is 65 square meters. Es un apartamento gigante. So 65 square meters, super grande. Yes. So in that case, I am making, or I can make comparisons of the two places with the same adjectives, with the same words. For example, spacious. Right? So in that case, I can have comparisons using adjectives, but I can also use the nouns, right? In this case, we're going to focus on the comparison as. ¿Alguien sabe qué significa as? What is the meaning of as?
Como, no es como, tan como aquella.
Muy bien, Paula, excelente, excelente, Ana. Tanto como o tan como. Ready? So we have two as. As at the beginning, as at the end. What's the use of this thing? If the sentence is affirmative, pilas, affirmative, o sea, con el verbo en afirmativo, es porque A is equal to B, o sea, son iguales, right? Si la oración es afirmativa. A es igual a B. A is equal to B. But if the sentence is negative, is not or doesn't have, is because A it's smaller than B. B it's bigger or major than A. Ready? So if the sentence is negative, it is not or it doesn't have, the subject number 2 is more and the subject number 1 is less. For example, in this case, they don't have the same space, right? Or they are not equally spacious because my apartment is 52 and this apartment is 65. ¿Cuál es el mayor? A or B?
B.
B.
B. O sea que el más grande siempre va a ir al final. I can say, for example, that my apartment, ¿son iguales o diferentes?
Different.
O sea que the
Different.
next sentence is
Negative.
negative. Very good.
Negative.
Exactly. So my apartment isn't or is not.
Isn't.
Dale, Pau.
As. Espacios.
Spacious.
As.
B.
As.
As. B.
Her apartment. Her apartment
Her.
porque era el de Giselle. Entonces, her apartment. Right? Entonces, I have the subject number 1. Sí, claro, my apartment. Yes, the subject number 1. Luego, the verb to be. Pero como era diferente, entonces negativo. It's not. Luego, the comparison. As, the adjective, and as. As spacious as. And then the second subject, or the subject number 2. As her apartment. Right? Ahora, no, mentiras, que el mío también tiene 65, right? Entonces, in that case, it's equally or it's different?
Equals.
Equally.
Equal, ¿cierto? Entonces, in that case, the sentence is
Affirmative.
affirmative. My apartment is as spacious as her apartment. O sea que they are equal. Ready? When I say as is equal if it's affirmative. If it's negative, A is smaller and B is bigger. Ready? Another example. Let's say, Álvaro, how old are you, brother? How old are you? Age. What is your age?
Yeah. Pues, 36 years old.
Muy bien. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Pedro, how old are you? What is your age? Pedro, ¿estás por ahí? Are you there? he's not there. Bueno, let's say, my God, no, let's say, Paula, how old are you?
Teacher, ¿cuál Paula?
You. La primera que contesté.
I
So,
am 28 years old.
listo, good. So Paula is 28 years old. Listo, excelente. Are they equal or different?
Different.
Different. I know that the sentence is going to be negative. Ahora, which one is first? Álvaro or Paula? Which one is first? Álvaro or Paula?
Paula.
Paula.
Paula because she is smaller and Álvaro in the second place because he's older. So I can say that Paula isn't
As
as, ¿cuál será el
as
adjetivo ahí? ¿As qué?
older.
As
Small.
old.
Older.
As old,
Or
simplemente
as
old.
or
En
old.
este caso, cuando está entre as, no tiene ni ER, ni EST, nada.
Ah,
Normal, el
okay.
adjetivo normalito. As old
Or
as
as Álvaro.
Alvarín, that's it, right? So that is old. So Paula isn't as old as Álvaro. No sabemos cuál es la diferencia de edad, pero sabemos que Paula es más joven y Álvaro es más viejo, right? O mayor, no digamos mayor, right? Entonces, simplemente para saber que no están como la otra persona. ¿Ready? And it's going to happen the same with the nouns. Va a pasar lo mismo con los nouns, con los sustantivos, right? For example, bueno, voy a usar una foto de Lisette porque tiene la foto ahí. Entonces, Lisette has a lot of hair, ¿no? Tiene cabello súper largo, right? Easy. I don't have so much hair. Mi cabello es cortico, right? Entonces, I can say hair, right? ¿Es igual o es diferente? Es diferente. O sea, que la oración es
Negative.
negative. ¿Ready? Entonces, ¿quién tiene más? ¿Ella o yo?
Lisette.
Lisette. O sea, que ella iría primero o segundo?
Second.
Second, at the end. So I'm saying like, for example, I don't have negative. I don't have as hair as. Pero como es contable y no contable, vuelve y juega. As much hair as Lisette.
Yes.
Right? So in that case, puede pasar con the adjective o también con a noun, un sustantivo, que sea adjetivo, que sea igual o que sea diferente. En la foto de al lado está Karen, ¿cierto? Y Karen también tiene harto cabello, tiene cabello súper largo. Entonces they are the same. I can say that Karen has, ¿qué? Si es igual, si quiero decir que tiene tanto cabello como, so, Karen has
As
as
equal
as
much much hair. Much
as
hair
much hair.
as Lisette.
Exacto, that's it. So, Karen has as much hair as Lizette. Significa que tiene tanto como ella, o sea, es igual. Si no es igual, don't have, doesn't have, is not, depende si es adjetivo o sustantivo. ¿Cómo van ahí? ¿Sí? Good, complicated, impossible, what do you think?
Good, very good.
Very good, listo,
I'll
muy
fine,
bien.
I'll fine.
Good, excellent. Juliana, Ana, Luz, ¿cómo
Teacher,
vas? Dime, Ana.
pregunta, por ejemplo, en el caso de las negativas que se supone que debería ir superior el B, por ejemplo, en este caso el sujeto B, ¿podría yo, por ejemplo, decir en el caso de Paula, Paula isn't as young as Álvaro?
En ese caso
Perdón,
va
lo contrario,
a
perdón.
cambiar. Exactly.
Álvaro, as young, ay, ¿cómo es?
Álvaro
Perdón,
isn't.
Álvaro isn't as young as Paula.
Excelente, claro, porque al
Ok.
cambiar el adjetivo al opuesto, pues va a quedar al revés, ¿cierto? O sea, el que es menos joven, pues es Álvaro, entonces va a ir de primera. La que es más joven es Paula, va a ir al final. Entonces, perfecto,
Ok.
claro que sí.
Ok, depende
¿Listo?
del adjetivo, ya lo que me quiera decir. Listo.
Exactly,
Excelente
exactly,
comparación, güey,
listo.
súper, súper.
Muy bien, excelente. ¿Listo? Entonces,
Thank you,
that's it.
teacher.
Puede pasar con personas, puede pasar con lugares, puede pasar con sitios, con lo que ustedes quieran. Las comparaciones y las descripciones ustedes las pueden hacer, los pueden adaptar como quieran. digamos que today we focus on the place, on, digamos, lugares, ¿cierto? Como mi habitación, no sé qué, el de la casa, el barrio, cha, cha, cha. También hicimos algunas con personas, ¿ves? Que tiene más cabello, que es más joven, que no es tan joven como, no sé qué, puede pasar. ¿Listo? En el checkpoint de la semana 2, tengo dos actividades. La primera es un audio donde ustedes describan su niñez, your childhood. ¿Ready? Obviamente van a usar lo que usamos la clase pasada, que era simple past, there was, there were, enough, ¿cierto? Lo que dijimos la clase pasada. Y incluyendo la expresión used to, ¿cierto? Solía jugar, solía no sé qué, y es una comparación con la generación de ahora. Entonces, bueno, yo solía jugar con mis amigos en la calle, los niños de ahora solamente se la pasan en la casa, por ejemplo. Yo solía hacer esto con mi abuela, los niños de ahora no socializan con nadie, por ejemplo. Right? Entonces, esa es la parte 1. La parte 2, que es escrita, es una comparación entre el sistema de transporte de Colombia y el de Dubái. Entonces, obviamente, ¿qué van a hacer? Pues usando tanto enough como to, como as, pues voy a comparar los dos sistemas. Entonces, por ejemplo, the buses in Colombia o the transportation in Colombia is too expensive. Es muy caro, right? It's too expensive. In Dubai is also too expensive, but it is luxurious enough. ¿Sí? Es suficientemente lujoso para el percable. Entonces, it is luxurious enough. It is fast enough, ¿cierto? The transportation in Colombia isn't as advanced as the transportation in Dubai. The transportation in Colombia isn't as clean as the transportation in Dubai, right? In Colombia, there aren't as many transportation ways as in Dubai. No hay tantos medios de transporte como en Dubai, right? Entonces, usando as, usando enough y usando to, pues van a crear la comparación entre los dos medios de transporte. ¿Listo? ¿Clear? Para checkpoint de la semana 2, ¿ok?
Ok, teacher.
Listo, perfecto.
Okay,
That's
teacher.
it. Bueno, babies, and a final activity. This is the final activity and we leave. We have two pictures here. Again, we have two pictures. We have a cottage, which is like cabaña, a cottage, and we have a beach house, right? Una casa en la playa. Here we have different adjectives. Cramped, ¿recuerdan que era cramped? Por ahí lo vimos de pasadita, cramped. Como
Concurrido.
amontonado, ¿cierto? Como algo muy apretujado, ¿no? Cramped, expensive, ya lo sabemos, convenient, very good space, light, fresh air, modern, moderno, privacy, es privacidad, no privado, sino privacidad, windows, luxurious, noise, rooms, silence, comfortable, and shabby. Shabby es un adjetivo que significa como desgastado, como viejito, ¿listo? Como desgastado. Entonces, guys, si se quieren ir, make an example can be comparison or can be description about one of the pictures or both pictures with one of the adjectives that we have here. Ready? Lo pueden escribir en el chat, lo pueden decir como quieran. Simplemente un ejemplo con uno de los adjetivos. Puede ser comparación o descripción acerca de una o las dos fotos. Ready? Go ahead, piénsenlo. El que me lo vaya diciendo, free, se puede ir. Ready? Go ahead. 1 minute.
The cottage isn't expensive. Expensive? No, no. The cottage is isn't as expensive as beach house. Beach house. Otra lengua.
Perfecto, my friend. Muy bien. Entonces, the cottage isn't as expensive as the beach house. Vamos a colocarle the porque es la
Okay,
casa.
yeah. The
Ready?
beach house. Yeah.
Bien, very good. Perfect. Álvaro, thanks a lot, my friend. Thank you for the participation. That's it.
Thank
¿Listo?
you, teacher.
Bueno, no, thanks to you. Listo. The next. The other people. Lo pueden escribir en el chat si quieren, si no quieren hablar, no problem. Vamos, come on, you can do it. Juliana dice, the beach house has as windows as the cottage. Bueno, ok. The beach house has as many windows as, porque las ventanas son contables, as many windows as the cottage. Bueno, creo que tiene más, pero listo. Gramaticalmente está bien. The beach house has as many windows as the cottage. Muy bien, Juliana. Thanks a lot. That's it. Si quieres te puedes ir, no problem. Yeah. Ready? I'm waiting for the robot. A ver, come on, guys. Vamos, come on.
Teacher, the
Paula.
beach house is luxurious enough.
That's it. The beach house is luxurious enough. Solamente hablando de the beach house. Perfecto. Thanks a lot, Paul. Listo. ¿Qué más? Anybody else?
Teacher, cottage isn't has mother
Good. Very good.
as the beach house.
Perfecto. The cottage isn't as modern as the beach house. Thanks a lot, Paula. Excellent. That's it. Muy bien, muy bien. Vamos a ver, ¿qué más? Ana, Ana, Luz, Viviana, Karen, Alvarito ya, that's it. Pedro.
Sí. Bye, class. Bye, teacher. Tomorrow.
Bye, Alvaro. See you later, brother.
See
See you on Tuesday, on Thursday. No es el jueves. right?
Sí,
On
Thursday.
See you,
7
teacher.
o'clock.
Chao, que les
Thank
vaya
you.
bien. Goodbye. See you later.
Bye.
Bueno, Karen, Hannah, Ana, what do you think?
Bueno, a ver, teacher. The beach house. Doesn't have fresh air as ay, espere que me enredé por querer
Tranquila.
decirlo diferente.
No,
Espera,
it's all right.
the beach house doesn't as fresh air as what is the name? The cottage.
Listo, perfecto, that's it. Entonces, the beach house doesn't, pero después del doesn't tiene que ir el verbo doesn't have,
Doesn't have. Yes.
as, y como fresh air, muy bien, es un sustantivo, por eso usaste have. Necesito ver si es contable o no contable. Como este es no contable, as much fresh air as the cottage. Listo, te faltaban 2 punticos, pero súper bien, ¿vale? No problem, tranquilo. Listo, súper, very good, excellent, that's it.
Thank you.
Listo. Karen, dale.
The beach house isn't as many space as the cottage.
Careful. Entonces, the beach house, bueno, creo que the beach house, de hecho, tiene más espacio. La que no tiene tanto espacio es el cottage, que es como más pequeño, ¿cierto? Entonces, the cottage, space es un sustantivo, porque es espacio, ¿cierto? Entonces, en ese caso, doesn't have, no tiene. The cottage doesn't have as much, porque space es no contable, as much space as the beach house, ¿cierto? The cottage doesn't have as much space as the beach house. ¿Listo, Karen? Ready?
Listo, teacher.
Very good, okay. Bueno, Luz dice, the beach house has privacy as the cottage. Listo. Privacy es un sustantivo, bien, pero es no contable. Entonces, vuelve y juega. The beach house has as much privacy as the cottage. Ready? Si fuera private, que es el adjetivo privado, ahí sí no necesitas much ni nada, simplemente the beach house is as private as the cottage house. ¿Ready? Pero como dijiste a has, ¿cierto? Has, y usaste privacy, eso es as much o as many porque es un sustantivo. ¿Listo, Luz? Yes. Muy bien. No problem. That's it. Listo. Hannah, faltas tú, my dear, the last one.
Teacher, bueno, es que estaba mirando cuáles hacen falta.
Ujú.
Mm,
Igual si lo repites, no hay problema. Si tienes alguno repetido, no hay
ok.
problema.
Sí, es que los que estaba haciendo como que ya los decía ya.
No, no hay problema, no worries.
Ok.
8. Juego de 8. ¿Cómo hago para salir de aquí?
Don't worry.
Una pregunta.
Dime, Mari.
¿Qué significa Shaubi? Shaubi.
Xavi, como desgastado, digamos, como viejito. ¿Ready?
Ok. And trumpet.
Crumpet es como amontonado, como pequeñito. ¿Ready? Como
Ok. The Cota, no mentiras. The beach house isn't as cramped as the cottage.
perfecto. Incluso puedes incluir los dos. The beach house isn't as cramped and shabby as the cottage.
Oh,
¿Vale?
okay.
Listo, that's it. Listo, Dani. Bueno, muy bien, excelente. Questions, problems, difficulties, anything?
Oh my God.
No.
Soy la única aquí.
Sí, yes. So,
Sí.
abrocha questions, problems, difficulties.
No, es